Have you ever wondered why certain moments in your life feel like a sudden awakening? As if the universe itself is calling your name, urging you to rise and step into a greater version of yourself? That feeling is not random. That gentle pull you sense deep within is the voice of your own destiny, inviting you to transform. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that every powerful change begins with a realization, a spark of awareness that whispers, "You were not created to remain the same." And right now, as you listen to these words, that spark is glowing within you, asking you to see that the life you want will only appear when you decide to change yourself. Change is not a force that comes from the outside. It is a shift that begins inside your own mind, inside your own thoughts, inside the beliefs you hold about who you are. When you open your heart to transformation, when you choose to see yourself with new eyes, you open the door to a new destiny. The world reflects your inner state. And when you rise inside, everything around you begins to rise with you. Florence often reminded us that life is a mirror, faithfully showing back to us what we hold in our thoughts. If you hold fear, life will reflect fear. If you hold doubt, life will reflect obstacles. But the moment you choose faith, the moment you choose courage, the moment you declare that you are ready to step forward, the universe moves in harmony with your decision. Change begins when you recognize your own power. You are not a victim of circumstances, you are the creator of them. Your thoughts plant the seeds of your future, and whether those seeds grow into strength or limitation depends entirely on what you choose to nurture. Every sunrise brings you another chance to choose differently. If you continue thinking what you have always thought, you will continue living what you have always lived. But when you begin to think with purpose, with belief, with clarity, the old patterns dissolve and new possibilities appear. The universe does not resist your transformation. It supports it, encourages it, and aligns with it. When you decide to change yourself, unseen forces begin to work for you, guiding you toward people, opportunities, and experiences that match the new version of who you are becoming. Imagine that right now you are standing at a doorway between two versions of your life. Behind you is everything familiar, comfortable, predictable. Ahead of you is the unknown, the place where your potential lives, the place where your purpose begins to shine. Most people remain at the doorway because the unknown feels uncertain, but Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the unknown is where miracles begin. The unknown is not empty. It is filled with the blessings waiting for you once you choose to step forward. And stepping forward does not require perfection. It requires one simple choice, the choice to believe that you are capable of becoming more. You may feel fear, you may feel doubt, but courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to move anyway. When you decide to change yourself, even in small ways, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, your life shifts. People begin to treat you differently. Your mind becomes clearer. Doors that were once closed begin to open, and opportunities you once overlooked become visible. Everything changes because you changed. But true change requires commitment. It requires patience with yourself. It requires the willingness to release old habits and embrace new ones. Florence taught that every thought spoken with conviction becomes a command to the universe. So speak life into your journey. Affirm your strength. Affirm your worth. Affirm that you are guided, protected, and supported at every step. The moment you align your thoughts with faith, life begins to flow in your favor. Change yourself, and you change your world. Grow within, and life will expand around you. Become the creator of your destiny and watch how the universe rises to meet your courage. Have you ever felt that life is trying to tell you something? As if a quiet inner voice is gently guiding you toward a path you have not yet walked? That feeling is your divine intuition, reminding you that you are meant for more than the limits you once accepted. Florence Scovel Shinn believed that when the soul is ready to rise, life begins sending signs, opportunities, and lessons to push you toward your true transformation. This moment, right now, may be one of those divine signals. You are not listening to these words by accident. You are here because something inside you knows that staying the same is no longer an option. Growth is calling you. Purpose is calling you. Your next chapter is calling you. And to reach it, you must choose the courage to change yourself from within. Change is not about becoming someone new. It is about becoming who you were always meant to be. The greatest version of you is not created by force, but revealed through awareness, belief, and inner alignment. Florence taught that your thoughts are magnetic forces, attracting experiences that match their frequency. If you constantly think thoughts of fear, you attract more reasons to be afraid. If you think thoughts of lack, life reflects scarcity. But the moment you shift your thinking toward abundance, courage, and possibility, your life begins to transform. This is not wishful thinking. It is spiritual law. Your inner world shapes your outer world. So ask yourself, what kind of inner world have you been creating? What beliefs have you been carrying? The most powerful change begins with awareness. The awareness that you have the ability to choose new thoughts. Do your thoughts uplift you or limit you? Florence Scovel Shinn often said that your word is your wand. What you declare with confidence becomes your reality. So instead of saying, life is difficult, begin saying, life supports me. Instead of saying, I don't know what to do, begin saying, I am guided every step of the way. Instead of saying, I am not enough, begin saying, I am more powerful than I realize. These declarations are seeds, and once planted, they grow into experiences that match your new vibration. Growth begins the moment you decide to take responsibility for your future. Waiting for life to change before you change is the greatest trap of the human mind. Florence taught that circumstances adjust themselves according to your belief, not the other way around. When you change the way you think, life changes the way it responds. You do not need the perfect moment. You do not need ideal conditions. What you need is a decision. A decision to release the version of you that is holding you back and step into the version of you that is ready to rise. And remember, transformation is not always comfortable. There will be moments of doubt, moments of uncertainty, moments when your old habits try to pull you back. But every time you choose faith over fear, you strengthen your new path. Every time you act with courage, even when you feel unsure, you open a new door. Every time you trust the process, even when results are invisible, you accelerate your transformation. The universe supports those who dare to grow. The moment you take one step forward, life takes 10 steps toward you. Imagine your life as a book, with every thought writing a new line, and every belief shaping a new chapter. If the chapter you are in does not inspire you, then it is time to become the author of your next one. Nothing in your life is fixed. Nothing is permanent. You have the power to rewrite your story. When you choose to change yourself, you release the weight of your past and create space for new blessings. And life always fills empty spaces. Release fear, and faith enters. Release doubt, and clarity arrives. Release hesitation, and confidence grows. You are stronger than your past, greater than your fears, and more capable than you have ever realized. The moment you understand this truth, transformation becomes natural. Change yourself, and watch how your world begins to shift in beautiful, unexpected ways.
Have you ever paused in the middle of your day and suddenly felt that life is gently urging you to rise higher, to break free from the version of yourself you have outgrown? That subtle inner pull is not random. It is the universe whispering that you are ready for a new chapter. Florence Scovel Shinn believed that when your spirit begins to feel restless, it is a divine signal that transformation is already in motion. You are being prepared for something greater, and all you need is the courage to step into it. The most powerful changes in life happen the moment you decide to no longer live on autopilot. When you stop letting circumstances shape you and start shaping your circumstances through intention, clarity, and inner power, your entire world begins to shift. You are not here just to survive. You are here to evolve. You are here to grow. You are here to rise into the fullness of your own potential. And growth becomes inevitable when you choose to change yourself from the inside out. Florence taught that the universe responds to faith like a flame responds to air. The more faith you give it, the brighter it burns. And when you decide to change your life through belief, discipline, and inner alignment, the universe supports you with opportunities, synchronicities, and moments of unexpected clarity. But transformation requires honesty. You must be willing to see where you are limiting yourself. You must be willing to acknowledge the thoughts, habits, and beliefs that are keeping you in the same place. Not to judge yourself, but to empower yourself. Growth begins with awareness, but transformation begins with action. The action of choosing better thoughts, making better decisions, and walking away from the versions of yourself that no longer serve your future. You are not meant to repeat the same day, the same year, the same life. You are meant to evolve. You are meant to expand. And you are meant to step boldly into the direction of your highest self. Imagine for a moment that your future self is calling out to you, guiding you toward a life filled with clarity, peace, purpose, and strength. This future version of you already exists in the spiritual realm, waiting for you to align with it. When you choose courage over fear, you move closer to that version. When you choose discipline over comfort, you step into that version. When you choose growth over excuses,
You become that version. Florence Scovel Shinn believed that nothing can stop a person who is spiritually aligned, mentally focused, and emotionally committed to their transformation. And that is the power you hold right now. You are the creator of your destiny. You are the artist of your inner world. You are the architect of your future. The moment you accept this truth, your life becomes limitless. The universe does not limit you. Other people do not limit you. Your past does not limit you. Only your beliefs do. And beliefs can be changed the moment you choose a higher thought. So let today be the turning point where you declare that you are ready to release the old and embrace the new. Release the doubts that tell you change is too difficult. Release the fears that convince you to stay the same. Release the habits that keep you stuck in cycles you no longer want to live. And step into the energy of transformation. Every time you choose faith, you shift your future. Every time you choose courage, you rewrite your destiny. Every time you choose growth, you awaken your highest potential. You are stronger than your past, wiser than your mistakes, and braver than your fears. The universe is ready to open doors for you, but first you must choose to walk toward them. Stand tall, believe deeply, move boldly. The moment you change yourself, everything around you begins to change. And as Florence would say, walk forward with faith, for your perfect path is already prepared, waiting for your arrival.